The state's wealthiest resident, Ken Griffin, has bet big on Aurora Mayor Richard Irvin. Irvin is running for governor in the Republican primary for a chance to take on incumbent Democrat J.B. Pritzker and has vowed to be stronger on crime and to bring transparency and good government to the state. But Irvin's own tenure in Aurora is raising questions about whether political donations to him influence the awarding of tens of millions in municipal contracts. Paris Schutz has been investigating this story, which you can read in its entirety on our website. And Paris joins us now with more. Paris.
Yeah, Brandis, Ken Griffin has gone all in on the two-term mayor of Aurora. In his bid to become governor of Illinois, he's deposited $20 million into Irvin's gubernatorial campaign. He's praised Irvin's biography, and he's pledged that Irvin will clean up waste and corruption in Springfield. But, as you mentioned, Irvin's mayoral political funds have received hundreds of thousands of dollars in contributions from companies that wound up getting tens of millions in benefits from the city of Aurora. One company that stood out, an Aurora-based telecommunications firm called Scientel Solutions. Now, we found that it has donated more than $135,000 to funds connected to Irvin. That includes $67,000 to Irvin's mayoral committee. Many of those donations were routed through Scientel's CEO, his spouse, and Scientel employees. Scientel also gave $68,000 to a political action committee connected to Irvin called Build Our Future. That committee is run by Irvin's mayoral campaign manager, Dennis Cook.
In Paris, what has Scientel Solutions received in Irvin's term?
Brandis, namely $3.2 million in city contracts dealing with tech and security cameras. And also, Irvin was instrumental in pushing approval for Scientel to build a 195-foot communications tower on its site. Now, the Aurora City Council initially voted it down. It was controversial because they feared it would interfere with another broadcast tower right across the street, that one owned by a company called Cyrus One. That tower is connected to a data center that houses the electronic trading platform for the CME Group, read the Merck. That's the largest derivatives market in the country. So trading firms want to have antennas close to there so they can pull off what's called high frequency trades. Now, what is that? That is where computer algorithms do a high volume of trades and they get information and execute those trades quicker than their competitors because they have the technology like those microwave antennas, and they can beat fiber optic cable or regular internet in nanoseconds. So fast forward 3 months. After lobbying from Irvin, City Council reversed its initial vote on that tower and then voted to approve Scientel's tower. Now, a 2019 Bloomberg article said that that tower would indeed be used for high-frequency trading and speculated that the firm using it would be Citadel Securities. That, of course, is the firm owned by Ken Griffin. Now, Citadel declined comment when asked if they were using this tower, and Scientel, in a written response, simply said that it was, quote, not accurate. And as for Scientel's contributions to Irvin, the company's CEO, Nelson Santos, wrote us that there are no connections between benefits and contributions. He said, quote, all of Scientel's contracts went through a competitive bid process managed by a third party in which the third party made the recommendations to city staff, who then selected Scientel as the prime. These decisions are generally made on the basis of the applicant's experience and pricing. And Irvin has said he never talks to companies about campaign donations, but a former Aurora alderman who did run for mayor against Irvin in 2021 says he believes this does not pass the smell test.
It doesn't look good. I mean, it just doesn't look good for Aurora. It's just whether it's legal or not, it just doesn't look good. I think it's wrong.
And Lofty says he had proposed contribution limits in Aurora, but that proposal got shot down. Now, this is not the first time that some of these donations and high-profile contracts have received scrutiny. In 2018, the Aurora Beacon News documented Scientel and several other companies that gave big to Irvin and also won several $1 million in city benefits. And as you mentioned, Brandis, there's much more on this story on our website.
Yeah, some good reporting there, Paris. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandis.